Okay, quick update video. We've been back in Portugal for a week. As you can see, weather's gorgeous. It's been about 15 degrees. I'll give you a quick update now of what we've been doing and what we've got planned for the next 3 months. So that's after 9 months. Everything stayed intact. Paintwork's all good. We have got one flaking bit of paint down the side of this house. I can only assume it was damp. It was quite overgrown, the garden, and I'll give you I did a little bit of footage when we got here, so I'll add that in a second and show you it overgrown. But managed to trim it, mow it. It's been nice and dry. We are due a bit of rain, so I thought we'd mow it now. Only gone so far down the garden. I'll give you a walk round. Our first major project is going to take us about a month. Is converting this barn into a bedroom. That's going to be one massive video, probably released in a few weeks. And you can see I'm so far through chopping up that great big slab that was in the room. Going to clear it all out. And probably the next thing will be level that out as much as possible and put a floor in. We give everywhere a quick jet wash, cleaned it all up. While we were away, there was an earthquake in Portugal. It's only a factor 5 earthquake. And we've come back to a couple of little cracks in the house, which is a lot less than we got last year. So I think certainly after having the roof put on, the house is all settled and everything now. This is the other little crack, which we're just going to fill in and paint over. Last year there was cracks all down this wall, so big improvement. Like I say, hopefully it's settling down. This area we're just covering it over, hoping to get this slabbed as a mini project this year so we can use it properly. All the stones around the garden that have been added are all from that great big unit, that great big olive press or whatever it was inside the shed part of the house. The shed stayed standing. The roof has bowed a little bit, but it stayed in one piece. The solar panel stayed on the roof, and inside is bone dry. We've been using the wood already and it's burning brilliantly. So eucalyptus wood that is, and it's all dried out. You can see it looks really good. And everywhere else in there nice and dry. Even used the charcoal for a barbecue and that burnt brilliantly. It still remained dry, so good news, it's waterproof. We dug that all over after getting here, mostly grass on there, and you can see we planted cabbages and broccoli. Quite a few of the cabbages have grown and we've already eaten some of that because you pull off the leaves and make it into soup and things. And just down there, one of the broccoli grew. This side of the garden we planted rows of potatoes. We're going to dig those up in a minute and see if there's anything there. The orange trees are doing well. This side of the tree is amazingly loaded with oranges. This is our big tree. They're absolutely everywhere. The other tree doesn't seem to have many in there, but what it has got is a bunch, I think it's 7, that are all growing off one flower head, so I think that's quite unusual. But not many on there, but we've eaten some of them. They're lovely. They're a little bit sour at the moment, but still good to eat. The pomegranate tree, I think it might be called Roma in Portuguese, is still just about alive. So we'll see how that grows over the next few months. Our tangerine tree, which we originally used to think was dead, has produced some really nice tangerines. And you can see our other fruit trees obviously gone over, still fruit on them. And that one doesn't look like it should be alive, but it is. All the olives have grown massively. You can see in this one, there's a little bird's nest. So obviously some baby birds are in there. I think they've all gone now. But, looking down the garden, I only trimmed to this level. The rest is just, that's 9 months growth, which is very shady down here, so it doesn't really grow very much. But it's too wet at the moment to think about cutting that. This top part of the garden here, I've just trimmed, that's all. I've mowed at the very top near the house. And that's a giant pile of rubble I've already taken out. It looks a bit like a scrapyard there. Obviously that all needs tidying up now. The compost heap sunk no end. I've already loaded it back up with lots more stuff, but it's doing well. So our idea of leaving potatoes in the ground for 9 months hasn't worked. We found one little potato. May well dig the rest up, but we were hoping somehow they would be underground. But I guess once we live here, we know potatoes will grow really well, so not to worry. So it's certainly great to be back. I know the temperature differences are amazing. We were here first week of January, 15 degrees. At home in Britain it was -5 sometimes, and in our cabin in Sweden we heard from our Swedish friends it was -40. So 55-degree difference. Some people wonder why we don't go to Lapland in the winter, but there's a good reason.